Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Why Don't We Genius reaction, actually. So, I really am enjoying doing these Genius reactions. I've been watching them forever, and I just all of a sudden was like, why haven't I been reacting to these? Why haven't I been breaking them down? I think that that's such a good idea. So that being said, obviously Why Don't We is releasing their new album, so I've been putting out a ton of content related to Why Don't We because, you know, there's a lot of excitement for the new album, so I know you guys are excited, so to keep the excitement going for everybody, I'm trying to keep as much Why Don't We content as we can. Plus, I gotta say, I do genuinely enjoy their music. I think it's well written, I think it's well produced, and I think it's all around just good music. That being said, today we're doing the 8 Letters Genius interview, so I like just to give my input. You know, as a songwriter myself, I find it interesting seeing what other songwriters do and talk about and how they go through their process, and it just helps me as a songwriter just grow. So that being said, let's get right into it. You can hit that subscribe button if you want to help this channel grow, and if you want to check out my music, it means so much to me. New music coming out all the time.
Crazy to be working with the people we got to work with on this song because we've dreamt of working with him, you know. Johnny is just the freshest man on this earth.
He has a different mind.
His pants fit so good.
Oh yeah. He did have the freshest pants.
Oh yeah.
Usually we plan out the days that we're going to record the song, but like writing is different. We had like 5 studios going every day. So there'd be days like some of us would be in one studio, some of us would be in one studio.
It depends.
Zach would be here, Dan would be in another room, I'll be playing basketball.
We probably made we literally probably made 70 songs.
Yeah,
we
we
had
had
to
to
eat.
So I find that really interesting because I feel like a lot of artists are like that. I think that and there's this whole debate that I have, and I find very interesting, is like, you as the fans and us as the fans, like, we would love to hear the other. They said they released 8 songs. Why didn't they release the other 6? What did he say? 70, so 62 songs. And that's a debate that I have, and I'm like, I think as a songwriter, why not just release everything, you know? And that's kind of what I try to do to some degree. Like, I have a whole bunch of unreleased songs too, just because I never finished them, or they're not where I want them to be yet. But I don't know. Maybe one song. Maybe they're not all 62 aren't hits, but maybe they're gonna hit differently for all these different people. So I don't know. That's always a debate that I have. Like, it's like, do you put out your best stuff or do you just put out all your stuff? And like, for example, but then you have just songwriters in general. Like, I'm only one person, so I can only write so many songs. And then honestly, I really enjoy the production side of writing music and also songwriting. But like, you know, Ed Sheeran's a songwriter. Like, he pumps out songs like it's his job, which it is, you know. Like, that guy writes songs like crazy. So, like, is it realistic for him to put out 200 songs a year or 400 songs a year? Like, even though he wrote that many? Like, I don't know. Or is that going to be overload? Who knows? Like, I can only write so many songs because songwriting probably comes a little second to me, you know. But I don't know. Who knows? I just find that very interesting.
You know me the best. You know my worst. See me hurt, but you don't judge. That right there is the scariest feeling.
You don't have anything to hide.
It is impressive. Their pitch is impressive, man. Some of these Genius interviews, you're like, you know, wow, they have great voices, or wow, they use a lot of pitch correction.
Not anymore, and they know everything about you, like all your secrets, all the juicy stuff.
Opening and closing up again. I've been hurt, so I don't trust.
When something drastic like that happens to you emotionally, it's hard to let another person in to that same space. Normal instincts would say, don't let that happen again. So it's a process of...
It's funny how he's looking down at he's looking over here at somebody. Normally, I feel like they look at... I mean, this was filmed 2 years ago, so maybe Genius realized, hey, let's have the interviewer over here, so it looks like they're looking at the camera.
Now this is someone completely different, and this isn't the same situation.
Now here we are staring at the ceiling.
Talking about
this is actually cool because I'm able to see who's singing what part. I did not realize that Jonah sang this part.
Kind of the past and your feelings of maybe meeting and the early on beginnings of a relationship. Just trying to get a vibe for each other and understand who they are as a person. If this is someone you really want to attach yourself to or not. Or I mean those are crazy conversations to have.
I've said those words before, but it was a lie. I mean, it was the past. You were...
Oh, so now I realize when I did my cover, people were like, I like how you changed the rhythm. Now I see how I was like, what rhythm did I change? Now I think that's one of the rhythms that I changed in my cover. I think I phrased it different. Let me see how he said it. Let's see.
I've said those words before, but it was.
So he goes, but it was. I said those words before, but it was a lie. I think I said those words before, but it was a lie. I think I put the it a little later. That's interesting. I didn't realize that.
Lie. I mean, it was the past. You were young. You know what I mean? Like, you were young when you said it. Everybody's done it. It's obviously a lie. I mean, you don't know it at the time, but when you lose them, you're like, why did I say I love you? It's like, it just didn't mean anything to me. And you deserve to hear this.
Oh, so that's interesting. So I guess like they're comparing two different relationships and bringing them in, saying like how, you know, they said it once before. I think he's saying that they said it once before with a different relationship, but it was a lie. But now you deserve to hear it 1,000 times. But the previous relationship, you're getting in the way of the new relationships.
1,000 times. When you think that you
Hear the vibrato, nice
want
vibrato.
to say that to her so many times, just means that she just means that much to you.
Dude, I remember when I first said my wife and I first said I love you. I could tell you it was 2000. We started dating in 2010. So, and then it was October of 2010. So it was February of 2011. She was going on a school trip to Spain, and I distinctly remember, man. Like she's a year older than me, so she was a junior and I was a freshman. A sophomore, and she was going away. She was about to leave early on the school trip. It was the week of Valentine's Day because she was going to be away for Valentine's Day. And I said, I love you. And then after that, like, you deserve to hear those words 1,000 times. We said it so many times. Like, every 4 minutes we texted because we actually finally said it. You know, we had been dating for a couple of months. I mean, we were kids, man. But I think we said it after like 4 or 5 months, whatever that is, 4 months. But we had been friends for a long time beforehand. But that's funny. So I totally relate to that.
If all it is to say letters, why is it so hard to say?
Stands for.
Oh, I didn't realize that they
All it is
changed.
to say letters, why is it so hard to say?
Stands for I love you. Someone could hear it and perceive it differently and be like, oh,
True.
it means
Fart face.
Fart face?
Yeah, fart face is a good one. I
like
that.
it's hard to call someone a fart face.
Yeah. If all it is to say letters, why am I in my own way?
Why am I like overthinking this? Why am I like struggling
In
so
your-
hard to
in
say
your
this?
head,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just like,
Why can't I just say it?
why do I pull you close and then ask you for space?
Dude, their vocals are killer, man. It's some of these guys are really like some of these genius interviews are really impressive. And some of them are like I said, like wow, like you know. And who am I to judge? Like I'm not the best singer out there. Like so I see these things. And I'm like, geez, when I'm on these things, like I better sneak and practice.
I'll get like super like needy and I'm like, dang it, come here. And then I'm like, wait, never mind. If all it is to say letters, why is it so hard to say? Corbin,
Nice, so that's falsetto right there. You could hear how his that's more of an airy like it wasn't head voice because usually head voice you can it just sounds different. Falsetto has a bit more power to the head than I feel like head voice does, but it has a very airy timbre to it.
like posted this Instagram picture, is so fire. He like took 3 pictures of himself and he was in his own way, and then he posted the lyrics.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it amazing how almost every line on our hands align when your hands are mine? It's like I'm holding again. You found the one. You know, you guys match perfectly, and I feel like even if you haven't found the one, everyone has like that girl or that guy that they go to, you know, or that they think about. Isn't that a sign I should speak my mind? There's that person that I was talking about. That
The editing on these genius interviews is so well done, because to have to like go back and forth between the singing and stuff, it's well edited.
it's just like perfect in your eyes, and you think it's perfect for you, but it's always a case where they don't feel the same way to you, or maybe they do and you don't know because you haven't spoke your mind. And so that's just kind of what that's on, is like, I need to just man up, man. I need to just do it, man.
The funny thing about songwriting is sometimes you don't realize that is the case, the meaning behind a song, until you kind of like sing it out a while. Like sometimes I've found that sometimes I put a line in there because it works, and then realize later, wow, that could actually mean this, or this is interesting, it changes meaning over time. I've definitely found that, you know, a song I put it in, it originally means this, or it doesn't mean anything at all, And then I'm like, oh wow, that totally now 6 months later that means this, or this mean that originally, and now this totally has a different meaning. Now it's a different stage of life. So it's really interesting.
When I close my eyes, it's you there in my mind. When I close my eyes. Like personally for me, like I love in general. Like I love like being in love. It's such a powerful feeling to me. So like when you have someone like super close to you like that, I think it's a really special thing.
That was cool, man. I definitely thought that was well done. It's cool to see the behind the scenes and the lyrics and how they kind of their original meanings for them, and then just how they sing it out and how they portray it and what it means. And I think it's just very cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, you can leave a comment or text me if you have any requests. Like I said, I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the video. Actually, I bought 8 of their new album CDs. 3 of them are signed. 4 of them are signed. No, 5 of them are signed, and 3 are the alternate covers. So if you want to be part of that, send me a text. I'm going to be giving them away in the next week or two. Send me whenever I get them, actually. But send me a text, link below, and you'll be able to be entered in. And we'll figure out how. I'm going to figure out the best way to do it. But make sure you just send me a text so you can at least know how we're going to give it away. I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless and peace out.